Hello and welcome to my very overdue Portugal vlog. So I actually went to Portugal with JP and Seska last February, and yeah, so this is actually a really late. Yeah. So if I can remember correctly, we left Madrid at around 1 a.m. and we arrived in Portugal at around 8 a.m. there, but 9 a.m. in Madrid. So it was an 8-hour bus ride from Madrid to Lisbon. Yes, there's me. I just woke up after a very uncomfortable sleep. And this was us crossing the bridge, the long bridge that actually we saw the river, or yeah, I forgot what that was, but yes. Yes, this is me and James and Seska. Hello. This was us walking to the breakfast place we were going to eat in, which is the Pastéis de Belém. That was correct. Yeah, that's what I ate. And drank. That's what we ate and drank. There's another friend there. Yes. I'm not really good at voice recording, so yeah. Hi, Seska. Yes, an obligatory peace sign video thing. And this is us walking to our hostel in Lisbon. It was not really a long walk, but we had to walk from one block to another. And this was us after we put down our stuff in the hostel. Now we were being guided by a walking tour around Lisbon. So after walking for quite a bit, actually just for a few minutes, we were able to try this drink called Giginia, which is a sweet cherry liquor that is actually really, really good, and it's a typical drink in Lisbon from what our tour guide has told us when we were there trying the drink. So you will see that I will actually like this drink a lot. My face is awkward, so sorry about that. Embarrassing. Okay, so after that we were walking around Lisbon. At this point, actually in the video, we've already walked, I don't know how many steps, but it was a long walk, a lot of steps, a lot of stairs. And our tour guide was actually telling us about the history of Lisbon. So after seeing the viewpoint and meeting some new friends in this group tour, if there's one thing that this group tour has, it's a lot of walking. So we continued on walking around Lisbon for like more than half an hour or even more than that. So we walked around different kinds of slopes, different roads, which was an experience. And our tour guide was telling us all about the history of Lisbon along the way, while telling us about the sensibilities of the Portuguese people. After a long and tiring walk, we just decided to get some beer, play some billiards and Jenga, then head on to bed really early because we had to wake up early because we had plans to see other sites before heading on to Porto in just a few hours. And on the Belém docks, which is where we'll be in like a few seconds from now. Yes, here we were able to see the sunrise, which was actually very, very beautiful. So after seeing the sunrise with my friends and a tiring walk again, we were finally on our way to Porto, and it took us around 4 hours until we reached the city. So the first thing that greeted me in Porto was the cold, and of course the first thing that we had to do was eat, and we ate at the prettiest McDonald's that I have ever seen. Yes. So we began our walking tour around Porto, and the first place that our tour guide first brought us was the train station, which was very near our hostel, and he told us all about the tiles on the walls, paintings, the historical value of it. And then we were just walking around while I was, well, admiring the atmosphere and the vibe of the entire city. And we passed by, I mean, the book store where J.K. Rowling was said to have been inspired to write Harry Potter. And walking around some more, seeing some sights, the views. The streets were actually very beautiful in my opinion. I preferred it more than Lisbon. Well, I prefer Porto over Lisbon. So we walked around the historical part of Porto even more, and as soon as we got back into the hostel, we were very, very tired. We had to rest up a little bit because a few hours later, we'd be on a pub crawl, and it was actually a very, very fun experience. It was fun bonding with my new friends, drinking with them, and dancing to music that I actually like. And then the next morning, we were actually free to do whatever we wanted because it was our last day in Porto and Portugal. So what we did was we walked around Porto. We went to the Iglesia de Carmo in Spanish. I don't know how to say it in Portuguese, but we took some pictures outside and we went into the museum. It was actually a very beautiful museum. There was a crypt here which I was very excited to see. Then after that, we just walked around, tried to find a restaurant to eat it because we were very hungry and because we wanted to try the dish called Francesina, which is actually a pretty heavy meal. It has a lot of meat, that's what I can say. And then we were able to try port wine as well, which tasted pretty good. I wish I brought home some port wine, but I brought home Giginia instead. This is me trying the port wine. Sorry, my face looks kind of awkward, but yeah. After eating at the restaurant, we went back to the hostel, and technically that's where this vlog ends. If I were given the chance to come back to Portugal, I would, especially to Porto, because I really loved how peaceful the city was, how the scenery looked, the vibe. I don't know, there's just something with this city that I really come back to every time. And
yeah, so this is where this vlog ends. So I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye!